Hey guys, how's it going? April 14th, 2021. We're back live. So I got some time tonight. It's nice to have some time. Been missing it. I'll leave Google open. I'll probably need it. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to do. Standard railway gauge. I need to know that. But I got to do it in meters. So, don't get... I'm already starting and I thought, it'd be kind of fun to show you guys what I'm doing. So, I'm working on scale because my scale is really screwed up right now. it's like guesstimated, and I don't want to guesstimate anything. I want to have this standardized because any model that I actually do create needs to adhere to this. So 4 feet 8.5 inches. Oh, you buggers! Can I? Do I have to? Okay, how about this? Inches to meters. We're gonna try that one. We're gonna go, yeah, we'll go with inches to meters. That's a good one. Thank you. Inch and then meter. So that would be 12, 24, 48, 56.5. That's why I didn't want to get out the calculator. 1.4351. Well, that's a nice number. I'll go with that. So that is me gauge. That is me gauge, and that is... So I gotta multiply it by that number on the one scale, and I should be fine. And this will tell me... See, the drone I have, I know it is at about 120 meters. I'm not even sure what the aperture is. So it's kind of weird. The aperture says it's something, but it turns out to be something different, and I just don't want to even guess on that part. I would rather look at an object and get into some detail and find out exactly what is the scale of the image. Now the scale would change if it wasn't top down looking down, but because I have that advantage, with the exception of a tiny bit of variance, a little bit of ways, it should be fine. I'm gonna have to... Well, I'm gonna have some interesting things to do tonight, so buckle up. 6:25, I'm going to be on until just before 8 o'clock. So I got some work to do. 1.4351. So yeah, I do have code. I'll demonstrate my code because I was playing around with different things. By the way, guys, I'm not going to have this open. You know, I might check here and there, but if you don't get a response from me, hang in there. I'll say hi. If you haven't seen any screenshots, you're about to see them again. Nothing's changed, with the exception of some code, and I've played around with new code. This is another overhead shot of Brantford. As you can see, I started doing this a week prior because I knew what was coming. And Brantford's a little bit different, but I don't know if I'm at... Yeah, I think I'm at 120 there. Being at 120 doesn't necessarily mean you're 120 meters over the track. It especially doesn't mean that at Port Robinson. Port Robinson, I haven't got a clue other than referencing Google. So Fort Erie, I'm not 100% sure if I'm above or below the track there. In some cases, I know I'm above, but I think in that case I might have been below in that location, but I can't remember, and I'm not worried about it. We're just going to go with the scale of the image, and we will find out. And this has been a... Wait. Hang on. Didn't I hit run to his administrator? Alright, fine. Hopefully it works. I swear I did run as administrator, but whatever. So, there's a new project too that I'm playing around with. I don't know why I have all these damn projects open, but I do. Railroad Operations Dispatcher, Dispatcher 3D. That's some of my other little projects. As you can tell, all you have to do is take a look at this and you can see certain directions I'm going. That one's an interesting one, Dispatcher 3D. Think about that one for a bit, but I probably won't get to that. This is my baby again. RTS is my baby. I'm so happy RTS is my baby again because I'm happy RTS is my baby. And I actually, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I have this. I have this. I'm not a I'm put it this way. I'm learning a lot, but it takes a lot to get through this. But learning it, once you learn it, it is cool as hell. Importing. Now what are you importing? Just did this the other night, and I didn't like it. It actually hung there. Well, it's not going to hang there tonight. All right, cool. This is 2 cookies. This is one of my codes. This was a test code. What did I use to do this? Okay. Let's go into the game move. I forget which button. Oh yeah, it was the up arrow. It was the up arrow. I started playing around with just some resistance and a few other things with the physics. Blah blah blah. There's ways of doing that. I won't bother showing you, but I'll show you this anyway. So let's see. Game. Maximize on play. I'm already doing that. That's cool. Okay. Gravity. These things weigh a lot. So I don't have a backwards, I just have a forwards, so you'll have to. So yeah, I'm pushing. It takes a little bit harder to push. Yeah. And then when you get really stuck to it, you kind of, yeah, you kind of lose it. Here, you go too. Okay. That's all. Have a good night, guys. No, just kidding. I wish I could can I open another project? Open scene, open reset. Okay, I guess I can't open another project, so I gotta stop doing that. I gotta start putting them in scenes or something. So we'll exit that. Wasn't that fun? Okay, let's go to the real code now. I'm not worried about that. That was just a test to see if I liked it. And that's not even the method that I'm going to be using. The question is, was it the code? What was the code that I put in? That might have been it. Come to think of it, that was the code. I'm just trying to think if I actually had anything else in there. I don't think I did. I don't even have to. I don't have to show you that code. There's code to have that work. Put it that way. I think there is. There must have been. There was a script there. Okay. But so I am playing around with different things. That was a day ago, a minute ago. So. Oh, that was a day, 19 hours ago. Sorry. So 19 hours ago, Railroad Transportation Simulator. And yeah, we're having some fun. So I've had various opinions. First of all, I got comments on my YouTube channels, and they're not getting to me. And then I'm trying to, like it never notifies me that everything's okay, and then all of a sudden it just disappears, and that's it. I'd like to play it to show you this actually, but I've already messed it up. So, or did I? Or is it okay? Maybe it's okay now. Oh, it's okay. Okay, everything's the way it was before. That's cool. That's right. I was playing around with some figures, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do with them and all this other crap. Um, so I ended up not saving the changes, and I didn't have any other code in RTS itself. Those codes were tests. You make up these prototypes basically to see how something works. Then you can use the code in it, copy, paste it, all that other stuff. Now, in the future, I'm going to put it right in here because I can put it into a different. I get these scenes and various materials, which I have for the image. The image is on a plane. Somebody mentioned about projection. It's not projection. Projection's a different thing in Unity. This is actually just putting, basically, putting the material onto the surface. Okay, so what I have to do, I don't think anything else has changed. No. So, oh, I forgot what the lengths were. Or what the lengths I think they are. Let me see if I can, yeah, okay, here. Here's what we'll do. Let's turn the spotlights off. We'll turn those off for now. And we'll turn the engine. None of this is coded. This is all trying to get everything right. You do those things, and honestly, it took, I kid you not, that code that you saw to basically do the movement, all it was a movement to detect me pushing the up arrow key, or the up arrow key. That was it. I didn't even bother programming it backwards. I wanted to see how the resistance reacted, because I put a resistance in there. I wanted to see how the weight reacted, a few other things. That was just experimental, and by the time I got through to it, I didn't have much, and I don't even know if my son was around when I did it. But whatever. 19, I don't think he was around, because I did it last night. I finally got the code, and I gave up at 11:30 and went to bed. So that's my first code. I was able. It wasn't working at first, and then I had to install a module to make it work with. I thought Unity automatically put the module in, but apparently it didn't. So the module is now in the Visual Studio. I should be fine coding. At least I'm pretty sure I tested this, but if I didn't, then I'm going to have to redo a lot of this. Well, it's not going to take much. It would take, for me to redo this, it would probably take a matter of 5 minutes. It's been a learning game for the most part. So let me bring the sun up. So the sun is it's not. This doesn't mean it's in the west. It's actually down below, right below us right now. To bring it back up, it's well, that's noon. See, that's just before sunrise. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's right overhead. And then, see, now we're getting into the afternoon. I don't have any color scales right now. And you can see this is getting into the evening. Whoops. And dusk. Is 180 and 170 the same? Pretty much, huh? $190. This is dusk. So 180's right when the sun's setting, sun's rising. 200. I don't think it gets any better than that. Whoops. 210. 220, 250. It's the middle of the night, so I think it's about the same there. 195. That's a little bit brighter, so 96, 97. Yeah, see, now it's going away. 198, 199. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's how that works. 90 is high noon. I think this image was actually taken at 3 o'clock, so perhaps I need to play around with my color grading a little bit better, but yeah, whatever. Okay. So, let's, oh man, what was I doing? I want to move this. I don't want to rotate it. Actually, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna get into why are you doing that to me? Okay. Holy smoke, what the hell's that noise? Okay, I'm gonna have to guesstimate for now. I'm going to have to guesstimate because I'm not sure, but it's not as much as I thought it was for some reason. And that could have something to do with the fact that I'm at 1080. Let me see, 1.4351 meters. So I'm gonna roughly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm going to go with 36, a multiple of 36. And then 1.77 times that. So, Z, room for 36 times 1.4351. 1.4351. X is Z times 1.77. I think that's the figure. Let me just check that for the plane is, yeah, 1.77. So this is the high definition multiple. So high definition comes in at 1.77 ratio of 1 to 1.77 on X. Z is at 1, Y is at Z. Or what? Yeah. Y is at 1, Z's at 1. I don't know why I only have it. Well, basically 1 means a meter, so this thing is like really compressed. And my son noticed that too, or at least he thought it was, but I might as well. Yeah, you know something? I'm going to do a print screen of that. Just because, hey, why not? No, that's not what I wanted. Never mind that. I didn't get to do it. Oh my god. Do I really have to do that? Ah, forget it. I suddenly don't want to do it. I don't care. We'll compare it later. It's no sense comparing if it's better or whatever. I don't care. For now, it's good enough for me. So Z times 1.77. Let's deal with one thing first here. Get the calculator out. I knew I had to do this. Okay, so 36 times 1.431. So this is 36 times the standard gauge of railroad equals 51.6636. Standard railroad gauge, 1.4351 meters. And times this by 1.77, we get 2.540127. 2.540127. Okay. I'll minimize that for now. God, I can't wait to do this yard. Anyways, hint, hint. I will do it. I will do it eventually. And yeah, I'll be 120 meters up, and that's good enough for me. But it's coming. I just won't be so. This here I was a lot lower, you know. Anyways, enough talking about the stuff. People get all it's itchy and you're flying a drone, and like, yeah, I'm flying a drone. You're transferring railroad property. You're doing this and doing that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know my own laws and blah blah blah. So, don't like it? Sue me. So standard railroad gauge 1.4351 meters. And plus this image too. I'm further back because I'm not over railroad property. I'm looking at an angle, but. And if I was on railroad property, you wouldn't know it by the image because I could be anywhere. I could play the angle up. I could just tilt it just a tiny bit. You wouldn't know. Nobody knows. That I'm not over railroad property. I'm over here somewhere, obviously, because you know what I mean. But yeah, let's see. Main lines I'm not going to have to worry about. Yards are going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to try and weed my way around it and then see how it looks and then play it from there. The bigger yards, well, I'll have to be a lot more creative. But what's going on? Anybody around? I said I wasn't going to bother, but standard gauge live streaming. Oh, hello. Will you play America? Will you play American? Will you play America? Will you play American Truck Simulator? Nope. Will you play American Truck Simulator? Nope. Will you play American Truck Simulator? Nope. I got your message the first time. I don't check chat all the time, so. Anyways. 1.435 meter. Let's back to no. I'm not. I play American Truck Simulator, but I have no intentions on playing it anytime soon. I was updating it the other day, but no, I don't want to be into that. I was just checking to see if anybody was around. Once again, guys, if you're in the chat, I'll stop by, say hi. I've already lost a bunch of people, but okay. No problem. No, American Truck Simulator is one of those things. Actually, I don't mind it. It's it's not as relaxing as it was. Nothing beats 1-to-1 scale. Um, but no, that's not for me. RTS is my bread and butter, but what I'm really all about the most part. If I was playing games right now, and if I was trying out different games, then yeah, I might play it and take it under advisement. One of these days, who knows? Maybe I'll play it again, but I'm not interested right now. Okay, so on with RTS, because this is what this channel's all about. And blah blah blah. I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, oh yeah, getting with the chat. If I don't answer you in chat, it's because what I see on the screen is what you see is what I see. I don't have a smartphone or anything like that. Whoops, man, I gotta concentrate on this. Okay, so I'm into that right now. That's fine. Okay, so now things are going to get interesting. I'm going to lose those cars. So I got to adjust the plane to the figures that I am looking at, wherever the hell my notepad is. Okay. So this is a guesstimate. I hate it when it does that. Okay, fine. So that's standard gauge. Never mind. It's a good thing I didn't do that. Z times 1.7 equals... What? That ain't right. Something ain't right there. 1.77 times 1.4351. Why did I do that? Okay. Let's try that again. 1.77 times 51.6636. Ah! That's better. See what happens when you don't pay attention to a calculator? Okay. Copy that over. In fact, I'll just change it right now. I'll paste it here. And then I will... Sorry. Laugh snort. I love it. That looks so cool. So 91, and then we will put this on to this here. All right. And amazingly, the cars are still there. Let's bring my camera. Moon and stars, no. Main camera. Let's plop him up to the 120 meter mark. And obviously it's even more than that. Yeah, see, it's moving a lot slower now. Okay. So there's the grid lines, whatever the hell they represent. I'm not 100% sure. Blah. That's the camera. Camera's up to 120 meters. I'm looking in the corner here. Okay. Of course, I've lost all my cars, but them's the brakes. All right, so I've got a. I think I have to change the ratio just a bit. Try with. Oh, we'll try 129.7. I thought we were already at that, or 127.9. I thought we were already at that for some reason. Yeah, we were. Okay, I've got the something's up with the scale here, but that's okay. So we'll fix that. So I'm at 135 field of view now, which is not right, but okay. And that doesn't quite look right. Something is not right. I gotta look at my notes again. Something's not right with that. I don't like the scale. Okay, x is 1.77 times z. So that's really that big, huh? Unless something's wrong with the field of view, which beats the hell out of me. Okay, standard rail cage track is 1.4351 meters. Let's try that, shall we? See what we get. So we'll go with this. Why? Okay, fine. I'll minimize you for a second. There. So let's do that. And we'll go back in. So 3D object, we'll go ahead with the cube. We'll call it track scale. We'll apply the red to that. And we will create a scale of that. Red material. Why don't I see it? Oh, I see. Oh, you're below. Okay, 0, 0, 0. All right. And there's my old cars, by the way. Poor things. Well, my track scale is obviously off according to this because well, that didn't do it. So if that scale is only supposed to be 1.4351, then that thing is blown up way too much. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Let me check my here. So my standard railroad gauge is supposed to be 1.4351. From what I can see, the track needs to go as it's the actual it's the actual, what do you call it? Ugh. I'll get to it. It's the actual plane. I've got to make it 4 times smaller, at least. By 5 times. I'm going to go 5 times. So in order to do that, we will go ahead with the trusty calculator wherever you are. And I'm just making sure that that's the right scale. I want to be sure of that. Okay. That estimation was way the hell off by 5 times, apparently. What did I do? Okay. Oh, am I still playing? I'm in play mode. I gotta get out of that. I gotta get out of that. Okay, I am already out of that. I don't know what I'm thinking. So Z or X. Oh man, here we go again. Okay. That's looking better. Because now if I actually that's right on. That's the shadow. And as long as I have that, I don't know how the hell I got it right on, but I did. Come on, stop. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Now I gotta go in and do it for every other piece. So it goes off a little bit because that's in between the rails. And I expect it to go off a little bit, but it's marginal. Yep, that looks okay. I could probably go a little bit larger, but yeah. See, the closer it is overhead is where you're going to get it go bigger. And that's the problem with having it like overhead like that. Eventually, and it's probably better that I'm at doing this in 1080 because I was going to do it at 2.7K. Had I done that, I would have had an even bigger discrepancy. As much as I would have had a bigger image to deal with. This may not be exactly 90 degrees down as well, which is not perfect, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I might even boost it up a tiny bit. I don't know how much tiny bit I should boost it up, but I'm not talking about the track scale. The track scale is fine. So anyways, I'm surprised the scale hasn't changed for the other side. Where's the camera centered? I see the rotation, so that's fine. It's 120 meters up, apparently. Track scale. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at as far as the sideness of it or whatever. Oh, this damn mouse. I think that beats the hell out of me, but okay. So, down at the bottom, down at the top, I should say, I'm just trying to figure out where the center would be in this image. Because I think I was right over here in the center. So if I put this back to 0 for a second, so that's 6 meters away, and it's narrower. Okay. 5.41. But it still looks a little larger here, which tells me that the scale's probably off. Just a bit. And this is one of the things that with these images that I'm going to have to play with. It's to try and get it exactly right. I mean, the gimbal says 90 degrees, but was it tilting a bit? Was my drone tilting a bit? Was it exactly 90 degrees down? You know what I mean? And unfortunately that's one of those things where you end up getting that, because that's obviously a little smaller than down here. So the question is, do I go with that scale, or do I live with it? And I think I'm going to live with it. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the car is still going to, it's going to represent the width enough. And again, I'm playing around with a 2D image anyways, so it's like a 3D over a 2D, it doesn't matter. This one will probably be a little bit too big. I don't know, because that looks more like it. I really don't want to mess with the scale too much again. I mean, I could, but I'm asking for it if I do. Does any does this actually transpose at all as it's going along? It should, but I'm not 100% sure here. Hang on a second here. Let's move this over here for a minute. I want to see something. And that's another thing you'll get with the image too, is it won't be as perfect the further you get away. I did do a cube, correct? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, it's a cube. It's a mesh cube. Element 0 is red. Can I change the elements on this? What the hell does that do? Oh, let's see what this says. Oh, okay, can't do it. I was hoping I could put different colors for different sides or something, but hello. Okay, never mind that. Get rid of it then. Can I get rid of it? Oh, God. How do I delete it? Okay, fine. Element. Why? Okay, minus then. Get out of here. Thank you. Hey, trying to figure things out, like I said. Okay. I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm just going to go with it. And if it's not perfect, I can always change it later on. But it's good enough for me right now. So, that being said, I now have to play around with these boxcars or whatever the heck I'm doing, or whatever I think I'm doing. Which, you know, can be interesting. The only reason why I have to get the scale right is everything's determined upon it. This is pretty easy. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is what the meters are supposed to represent on the ground. The transform, this is what you're scaling it up for the cube to represent the scale of the track. So that is what it's supposed to be. The image doesn't depict it, but that's what it is. I could try and bring it down a bit, but for the sake of not disturbing the force at the moment, I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. So we were able to get it down to let's see here. We were able to get it down to here. Here, I'll put this guy over here. That'll be my track scale. Actually, I'll put him right here on the. He can sit on the bridge here. And then let me just check here. Simulator. Definitely a simulator. Okay. Alright, so that's fine. Yeah, this isn't going to be a game. I mean, all simulators are technically games, but no. So I've got that part down. We've got the scale relatively where we want it. And like I said, this is the part that, you know, I mean, I put it this way. I understand when a version doesn't come out or it's never fast enough, but when you start getting into this, especially when you're new at, I'm not new at programming. That's one thing. I have already programmed RTS for Run 8 version 1. It was bare bones. It did what I needed it to do. This is the first time I've been playing around extensively with any graphics. Now, mind you, this isn't totally 3D. I'm using Unity. I am doing that so that I can get the models that I want and then kind of get a foundation for the language while, you know, learning it, getting back into C#, something that I haven't been for a while. The one code I did at the beginning of the video was C#. There's no code currently in this, but I'm going to probably borrow that hopefully later because time is just flying by and I may not get to another line of code tonight. But I had to get the scale down right, so let's go. Let's just play this now, see where we're at. I think I have to change the... Oh, geez, yeah. I've got to change the main camera again, or not the main camera, the yeah, the main camera. Because the ratio is fine, so I'm going to assume that's fine. I'm just going to change the camera and then we'll go from there. Main camera is at okay, let's see what we're at here now. Not bad. In fact, I might go with that, despite the fact I don't have the sides in. If I play around with it anymore, I might, well, I may not lose it, but let's, I already have my boxcars off for now. I'll have to multiply those as well to something. Get those into play so that I can scale everything up, make sure everything looks half decent. Do I want to play around with that just a bit more? We'll just stick it at there and see how that looks. So we're at 47 field of view now. Nah, see, I'm not too sure if this will scale up, and I'm curious. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run this as is for now. If I can, actually, I need code before I can run it, I believe. Okay. So let me save this. Because I ran it with the other one. I'm just trying to figure out where did I? No, I ran it with this. I don't want to build the project. That's playing. Graphics tier, blah, 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 blah. Can't remember how to run it. Step, pause, play, find, rename, duplicate. That's edit, assets. That's to play test it. Component. Windows, audio, blah, blah, blah. Help. Well, I thought there was a way to run this. Build and run? Well, maybe that's it. Alright. We'll start with there. I think that'll do it. I just want to see how it looks on an actual full screen. Because I got a funny feeling I'm missing something. It scales it down because I have all the headers and all that other crap in there. No, that worked out good. Now the player, I can't do anything with it. It's locked up because there is no code. But this is what a full screen will look like. I should bring in the cars. If you guys didn't see the screen, I'll bring the cars in. I'll bring the cars in. What the hell? They're over here. They're all they're all scaled out to small size. We'll deal with that first. I don't know if I'm going to get to the code about moving them. I could probably get them moving in an axis. That'll probably be about it. But that's one thing I can do is get the freaking axis right as well. Okay, so let's do that. And we'll get the axis right. And Unity editor. It's not the Unity editor, is it? I guess it is. No, it's that one. Duh. It's my game. Okay. Sorry, simulator. I call it a game. Okay. So everything succeeded. It built, and it actually did relatively what I was hoping it would do. So I'm happy with that. Let's get the boxcars up to a reasonable scale here. So what are we at right now? Actually, one other thing. So we've got the I've got it now. The scale is correct for the camera, and the scale is correct for the actual playboard or the actual plane, because it's running on a plane. So everything's good there. Now what I have to do is get all those little elements back in. Now these elements are just tests. They're test objects right now. They're not the actual things in the game. What's in the simulator? I call it a game. It is a simulator, but yeah, I call it a game. I'm used to saying it. It's Railroad Transportation Simulator. That's the name of it. So, you want to be at a game, whatever, entertainment, that's fine. It's still a simulator, and despite the fact that I'll call it a game, because that's just a term that's used when you're creating a Unity game. But it's a simulator. But hopefully it's fun that, people who enjoy games aren't, the learning curve's not too high. It actually won't be. It should be probably one of the, hopefully one of the easiest simulators to get into. And it's not going to be, the physics is not going to be 100%. It's more about the logistics. Anyways, let me get into this now. Actually, just give me, I got about 30 minutes left. I just need to get a drink right now. And we'll play that one more time. I'll let you go into that while I go with that here for a second. I'll be right back. Not that anything's going to change. I wish it would. Actually, no. Let's do let's put the nights. Let's put the night objects in and see how they look. They're in the wrong spots, aren't they? And they're probably the wrong scale. I just realized that. So let's get it into dark here. Task manager. End this task. Okay. So the moon and stars are lit already. Sun. We'll bring it down to midnight. The spotlights I'll turn on. Yeah, they're not going to light up anything right now. Unfortunately, they're not scaled properly because they're still, but they're there. So they're really small engine headlight. Yeah, that ain't going to look good at all until I get the scale. Until I get the scale up. So why don't I go ahead and I'll put the sun to around dusk. Yeah, so there's where the lights are coming in. I can't even see the engine headlight. 180, 170, 160. Actually, I'll see it in dark with the ambient light. We won't worry about it. 180's no, 180's not total dark. 270 is total dark. Okay. Build and run. I'll be right back. So of course those lights are totally off scale, but what that's simulating on the map is ambient light. If I didn't have the ambient light in there, it'd be pitch black. You wouldn't see a thing. Be right there, guys. All right. So yeah, those lights are not nearly anywhere where I had them before. All right, gotta kill that again. So, task manager. Okay, let's get back to work here. We'll check the chat one more time before the end of the night, or the end of the thingy here. Okay, nothing's changed. And so we want to get, first of all, let's get the sun back on. We'll turn the spotlights off for now. I'm not going to worry too much about the spotlights for a moment. I want to focus on getting the linear up, the engine headlight. If you haven't seen what it looks like, it's in the screen capture. And I may have had this at the very beginning of the video too. I probably did. Actually, I did have it at the very beginning of the video, so go back later on, you'll see it where it was. I'm not going to focus on the light right now. The light looks good enough for me. I got to make some changes with the headlight. Scott made some recommendations. Thought that the beam should be narrower. The problem is when you narrow the beam, it shortens up, and he called it a different kind of light. I can't remember what he called it, but don't mind me. I'm stuffing my face here. Okay. So I want to change the scale of these now. Okay, task manager I do not need. I'm going to say I thought I had Google still. Well, the width is going to be probably, I'm going to put it at 5 foot. We'll try 5 foot. So I'm going to change this to foot. Yeah, we'll go with, I think we'll go with 5 foot, maybe. That could be a little bit too narrow. .764. I'll go with that for now. 16.764. Okay. Okay, so boxcar 1's brown. Deleted those. Scale. Oh yeah, the height. So I'm going to go with, actually, I'll go with 10 feet. Inside width 9 foot 6 inches. I'll go with I'll go with 10 feet. Car width 10 feet 52. Yeah, we'll go with 52 footer. So car width of 52. This is inside, so I'm going with outside. Car height. We'll go with 11 foot. And then we'll crunch the numbers and see what we got. Actually, I gotta go with that first. Then we can crunch the numbers. Okay. So 10 feet or 3.048 meters. $15.8496, and then the 11 footer, hello, 3.3528, 3.3528, 3.3528 meters. Okay. So, the height will be, oops. The height will be that. The, blah, blah, blah. The length will be... Shoot. I guess that's the length right there. Yep. Oh, okay. That's because the... shoot. Did I turn this off of play? Or am I just turning it on now? Oh, okay, there you are. Cool. Let's get the daylight back on. Alright. So we got our box car. How's it looking? That looks good, pretty good. Alright. Fair enough. Fair game. And let's, whoops. We'll put about 8 of them around for the hell of it. Actually, I didn't want to do that. Let's delete that. Yeah, not going to worry about the light this time, because I want to get the this all set up. So So we'll see how much room I have here. So, all right, that's what I wanted. Okay, so minus 81. What's the length again? So I'm going to change it every 16 meters. That sounds about right, I hope. Oh, no, that's a scale. Every 16 meters, right? Is that what I said? Yes, I did. 71, 70, 65. Ooh, that's a little bit too close. Wow. Did I screw something up there? 81. '81, 71, 65. I said 65, not 68, you dork. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So we're going to do it every 17. Because the other one, it looked way too compressed to me. Now the sun is interesting. The sun is shining differently on that one. But I'm going to keep that. I'll keep that going. So what did I do? Am I doing 17? Yes. 54, 47. And 30. So eventually the program will be able to keep track of all this. It will have the physics involved. Again, I'm not worried too much about the physics of the game. They don't have to be railroad perfect. It's not a physics simulator. If you want that, check out Run8. That's all I can say. That's the best simulator out there. Did I do that right? 30, 13. We're going to go up to 4.3 on the next one. 4.3. So what we're doing is we're rotating it based on the best straight location here. 17, 18, 19, 21.3. I'm using all standard sizes right now. 38.3. Yeah, I thought I left a negative out there. Did it with that one too. 21.3 plus 38, 48, 55.3. Okay. And let's see where we're at here. Not bad. Oh, isn't that neat? So wherever you're over, that's where everything likes to be. Now the question is, are we okay as far as where we're located? Because I never really got that lined up very good, did I? No, I didn't. And it's only going to get worse. um, you lined up the first one right, you would have been fine. Let's just take a look at how it looks anyways. Go ahead with full screen. Alright, we'll do this full screen for now, see how it looks. So yeah, this is how, unlike this thing here, and I'm not too sure why it did what it was doing. Actually, it's playing perfectly right now because you can see the shadows on there. I'm probably going to place this on, I should have left this on one of the tracks just to be sure, but this is looking great. I like how it looks. It's pretty damn straight, but it's probably not perfect. And I'm going to run this. Because I know this isn't, because this starts to curve. And this is... It's good that we don't see it here, because we know we see it on the full screen. So when I go ahead and I Control S to save, and I go ahead and I run it, I'm going to actually do my first... Maybe I'll do my first line of code for the actual program, which will be placing an EOT. I'll think about it anyways, because I got less than 15 minutes left, guys. Sorry, there's no code. You're not going to get the moving engines tonight. They're coming. We got the scale right. That's a major step. I'm not kidding you. It was a pain to get the scale right. I can't tell you how hard. But now that we got the scale right, my son can create objects. Anybody can create objects for me, and I can import them. I got some objects that Scott created. As long as they're to scale, I'm going to import them. So Scott's objects are coming. And they're much more detailed than these things. But these are just stand-ins for now. Anyways, let me go ahead and we will build and run. This will put it to the full screen of Unity so you see it in the full HD 1080 glory. And we'll play around with some different... I wish I had it in the program where I can change it. I'll get to there. So this is high noon. Sun's directly overhead. The camera is looking overhead. And I believe... And I'm not 100% certain. Actually, no, I'm pretty certain. Where is the sun? I think the sun is directly overhead. But having said that, I think as the camera position moves, the sun moves with it. At least it should. Don't quote me on that. I think it's the angle. Everything looks... it's a little bit off, but I'll fix that later. Get that right on, to where we want it. Figure out what the differentials is between the tracks. It's going to be easy to code the first two tracks, the third for that matter, and then... but I actually turned that pretty good because I don't think I could tilt that better. This one's a little bit different. I think this one's more on a bit of an angle heading towards the bridge because it actually connects up there. Or it used to. Actually, it still does now. What am I talking about? It used to, and then it did again. So, let me just change. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change some of the lighting. So I'm not going to have... Oh, I really want to do an EOT. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's not going to be a flashing one. Ooh. Can I do a flashing one? Can I? Let's get a flashing EOT on here. Jesus, Murphy. I think that's the best I can do. Okay, let's get the EOT going. Let me see if I can and I'm trying to figure out a way how to get the day-night cycle to work too, because I really want to get that. Actually, that'd be nice. That would be nice to do. Okay. So how about we do this then? Can I get the day-night cycle running? So I'm going to place an EOT. So what do we want to do? We want to put a light source here. 3D object, cube, light? No, 3D object. It's not a 3D object. It's a light. You think I know how to do that? There we go. Duh. Area light? Reflection probe? Light probe group? No. Area light? I don't know which one it is. Directional light. I can't remember these. I know it's not a spotlight. Point light? You know, it is a directional light. It's not a huge one, but it is a directional light. What are you at? You are boxcar. Okay, so this is where I want you to be. 81 point minus 81.3. Oh, you're there. Am I looking at you? 81.34. All right, well, where are you? Sun. Where's the intensity? Oh, here we go. All right, where are you? And what are you? Relay that. Directional light. Let's try that again. That's what I wanted. Whew. Hello. No shadows. This is a directional light, so where the hell is it? I can't see it. Directional type. Oh, I can change it. Oh, that's good. Multiplier, no shadows, none textures, cookie size, none. Actually, it's not a directional light. It is a point. Ah, that's you. And what are you selling me? Real-time indirect bounce shading is not supported. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need an indirect. Range. Ooh. Cookie, none texture. Flare, none. Ah! Render auto. Cutting mask. Yeah, whatever. I don't see you. R. Ha ha. Rotation. Why is the beam going that way? I had one perfect for the actually. You know something? I'll tell you what. Forget you. 755. Dang it. EOT intensity, we'll put you up to 10. Hello.
Hello.
Just doing a live stream.
Ah, okay.
What the heck? Soft shadow, blah blah blah. Normal bias, normal texture. Oh crap, 756.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intensity, indirect multiplier. Spot angle. Ooh. Why? That's not a spotlight. I don't want a spotlight. The EOT is actually as a spotlight?
Oh. Doing the EOT?
I'm trying to. Yeah, well, whatever. I'll just run it like that for now. Let's build it, and we'll leave it there for now. I got my scale.
That's good.
The scale's right. Look at that's my little track gauge up there.
Yeah.
So I got that, and I did write the first line of code, although it was on another program, that one where it ran into something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's not quite an EOT, but
It's stuff.
it's stuff. Yeah.
Which is good.
I don't know why there's a little bit of a space there. I must have miscalculated. But yeah, that's my track scale, so that fits in. It's a little smaller up here and up, so it's actually not at an actual 90 degrees down. But anyways, that's my sunset light, and I wanted to get it. You know, I'll have to try some different lights and play around with that, and I got different scenes or whatever. But look at that though, isn't it? That's like a nice sunset scene. Does the scene look a little better, crisper to you? This is at night.
I was just noticing something to the right of your of your mouse.
What?
There's a little tiny red dot.
Yeah, that's the engine. That's the old engine. This is how big it used to be. That it shrunk that much because it's this big. Wow. This is the actual. We're down to the proper scale now. So this is how many CSX style boxcars, 50-foot boxcars.
Ah, okay.
That's the actual size. I got the dimensions and everything, and it's a little bit off.
50 foots and 40 foots and 60 foots. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got a bunch of 50s, but anyways. Okay, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we gotta go fast.
Yes. Okay. So I gotta shut down, guys, real quick. I'll try to answer questions real quick if I see any. If I don't, then, well, you know, it is what it is. Everything's saved here. That's good. That's awesome. Close down. Come on. Shit. Save as. Come on. Stuff. That's all my calculations and everything. So that's gonna be our bridge. But unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that scene, which kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is.
We will see.
We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Okay. Okay. Anyways, guys, nobody's here. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. See ya.